Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. Is there no music? 1 second. Maybe you guys can hear it, but I can't. There we go. There is music. Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. We are here tonight to try out a few things. I'm going to turn this music down a little bit. There we go. That's way better. We're here to try a few things. I sometimes, even though this is what I am basically building my life around, is building these cocktails. Sometimes I don't want to make a cocktail. Sometimes I want to have a cocktail made for me. And I have asked my wife to make me a cocktail before. I've asked Kyle to make me a cocktail before. I've ended up at things like this instead. So these are going to be much easier. We are going to be trying a number of Mai Tais that come pre-made for the most parts. This guy over here, I just learned right before we started the show, not pre-made. So I had to run really quickly and get some things. But anyway, that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to try out a number of different Mai Tais. We're going to give them scores, rankings, ratings. And then if you guys decide that you want to try these things, hey, you got my seal of approval. I approve. My seal of approval. That's what we got tonight, guys. So hopefully you are interested. We aren't going to be making a lot, but we are going to be tasting a lot. And that is very fun. Before we start, she is not here, but I do want to thank Bon Bon for sending me these 2 things. They came in a package that was sent to my P.O. box. If you send things to my P.O. box, be careful. I will try them. So that's what we got tonight. Thank you, Bon Bon, for that. Have fun at your sound bath. I assume you're watching this show later. So everybody say hi, Bon Bon, real quick in the chat. Okay. This is what we're doing. We are going... Oh, let me say hi to everybody. Let's say hi to everybody first. Let me say hello. Oh, we are also, if he's here, yes, he is. This is Tiki Tom. That's from a couple days ago. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There we go. Tiki Tom is here tonight. There he is. Happy Saturday to everybody. Tiki Tom, we do have a bottle of Myers rum behind the bar. We need to name that in your ceremony today. And Michael, think about which bottle you want. We can name that one today too. Okay, we are here. Let me say first of all hello to Bon Bon, who is not here. Moose, good to see you, buddy. Amy is driving home to get all of her snow shopping. Is that like what? Listen, that's my ignorance. You have to do shopping before you get snowed in. Is that the whole? That's the idea of this whole thing. I don't think that's never happened to me. We used to get things in Phoenix where I was growing up called haboobs. Hilarious name for a very terrifying dust cloud. Let's see what else we got. Stephanie Husband, winner of the 2024 Cush Tucky Derby. How far along into this are we? Is here. Tiki Tom's a little tired. Tiki Tom, hopefully you stay up for the whole thing because there's powerful information. And Michael J. Husband here, also co-winner of the 2024 Cush Tucky Derby. Good to see you. Shawnee Panabaker, good evening. DCW Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Tucky Derby. The Cush Tucky Derby is coming up faster than you think. It is only a May away. Paul has been flipping between the Lions game. Well, we will accept that, Paul. Go whoever's playing. My Cardinals have been out of it for a long time. So, to be fair, I'm not a sports fan. I'm a fan of multiple teams. Here's Bootopia. Good to see you, Bootopia. We are not on, what do you call it? Betamax. This is not Betamax. This is the real deal, McGill, unless you're watching it later, and then it's not. Jay Carter, Party Starter, is here. Good to see you, Jay Carter, Party Starter. The UF Mark, our resident Gator, Chomp Chomp. Good to see you, pal. Who else we got? Roger G. Hi, Future Replay Bon Bon. There we go. Did I say hi to Moose? I think I did. I did a Moose. Moose. Hey, Jay. Okay. Fredericks, Maryland, our old stomping grounds. Look at this, all these people from the same place. Gotta love that. All right. This is what we're doing tonight, guys. I have a rating scale. It is out of 40. It is out of 40. They are going to get, let me bring it up so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. There's going to be a rating for taste out of 10. Mai Tai-ness. That's that general, does it taste like a Mai Tai? Or do you just sort of write Mai Tai onto a bottle? Does that, how deep into Mai Tai dumb is this? Value, I have all the prices for all these things ready to go. Value will be things like, is it tasty for the price? Is it, it doesn't have a lot of, even if it's just got a lot of booze sometimes, that's a good value. And then we're going to do ease of use. Now, I assume that these three, the reason that the ease of use got put on, it was going to be a scale of 30, is because my last second dash to the store to buy a lime to make this, it made me a little prickly. I was a little prickly about it. So the ease, obviously, is going to get cut down on this one. And that's what we got. Very, very simple to go through. I think we should start... maybe with, we'll start on the left. We'll start right here on the left. Put all these down here. Let's go through it. This right here is a company called Cruzan. Cruzan has a pretty famous rum in this bar. It is the black strap that we use. This is Cruzan. Same company, same people. They started... like a lot of people did, they got into the, and I only know this term because I have been in talks with a few people. We'll talk about that later. RTDs. RTDs. It's a whole brand of drinks. RTD stands for ready to drinks. It is a big thing in the liquor market. I guess only buffoons like myself still buy liquor. Everybody else is out there buying RTDs. So this is the Cruzan company. It was recently acquired by Suntory Beam. Suntory Beam, of course, we all know. Oh, I just had some out here to show you guys and I put it away. Well, never mind. We know the company Jim Beam. Jim Beam was acquired by the Suntory company, or it could have been the other way around. Either way, they big old marriage. Suntory, the Japanese whiskey company, and the American whiskey company got together to create a huge whiskey monopoly. Or which is like a monolith, a big old whiskey monolith. A ton of stuff is under their label. And this, oh no, this camera died. Give me 1 second. We're going to fix it while we're sitting here. My goodness, this camera has been giving me all kinds of guff recently. We're going to go to the Logi. And then we're going to turn this off. We're going to turn it back on. And then we're going to go to USB video. Hopefully that kicks on. There it is. Okay. Oh, is it still? Yeah, good. Okay. Either way. This is Cruzan's Mai Tai. Just a bottled Mai Tai. I'll tell you a little bit about it by reading the label. That's how we do these things. This is going to be at 20% alcohol. We sometimes call that 40 proof. Almost all the time we call that 40 proof. It says, as the old tiki adage goes. Now, this has often been attributed to our good friend Don. Where one rum can't do, two rums can. So, in that, they blend light and dark rums to combine our unique blend with flavors of orange and pineapple for the perfect Mai Tai. Okay, well, probably lose a little bit in the Mai Tai-ness. Just starting off here. We're going to do ease of this, as in how easy is it also to get into the bottle. It has one of these tops, which in the past have been my absolute downfall. So let's see if we can't get... I bite my fingernails. I shouldn't bite my fingernails, but I do bite my fingernails. Oh, not so bad. And I do... come on. Gotta come off in 2 pieces. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, 3 pieces. Plastic. This is what we got. We have our Mai Tai is open. Now, another thing that I think is going to go into the good category for this is I love these bottles. I think this is coming in at $3.75. Is it going to tell me right here? No, it does not. Well, either way, these are great bottles for upcycling things. Oh, let me say hello to my good friend Street. Hello, Street. Street PI. Good to see you, pal. Okay. This is it. All you got to do is pop this guy open. Keep this. The cork is smaller than most corks. Does not fit in most cork bottles, but fits in this one really well. A perfect little gift bottle for those of you who, like me, love to upcycle. I love all of my stuff is upcycled. All right, let's get out some glasses. I think this night might drive Kyle crazy because we are going to be using a lot of glasses. We just culled a ton of glasses in the bar, but now we're using them. We're going to pour it over a little bit of ice. I did not chill any of these beforehand. I thought it would be better to try them all the same way, which is going to be over ice. And we'll see how we do. So drop this in. Sorry, Kyle. Kyle's already sighing at me. That is a very passive-aggressive little sigh. According to my credit card, you're not the only fool that still buys liquor. I didn't listen. I believe I said buffoon, but I think that is still okay. Let's give this just a little spin. We want to heat this up. This is a beautiful piece of clear ice, but if you pour things over very, very chilly ice, they will crack. I think we'll probably get a little crack out of this one. Give this a pour. Oh, does it say how many servings are in here? It never does. I don't think it has to on booze bottles. I don't know. Should we say that we're going to be doing like a 3-ounce pour? Let's do 3 ounces on all of these. There's 1.5. And here is another 1.5. Excellent. All right. This is what it looks like in the glass. Pretty nice. The ice, listen, the ice looks very nice. Yes, the ice needs to be a little tempered. Throwing a little temper tantrum right now is what's going on. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks like it has pineapple in it. We've all seen what a normal Mai Tai looks like. It's a little cloudy. This one looks a little clear. There's usually, some fruit floating around in a Mai Tai. A little bit of lime juice usually. That's how we go. Did it even say that there is lime juice in here? Orange with flavors of orange and pineapple. So maybe no lime at all. This one, on sale. I was able to get everything today on sale, so I'll be doing all their sale prices. I'm a sale shopper, no doubt about it. On sale, this was $11.99. $11.99. So I figure we can probably get 4 drinks out of there. So we're looking at about a $3 drink right here. Certainly, keep this up here. Certainly simpler, certainly easier than having a bunch of rums, having to make your own orgeat, having to get orange liqueur, having to run out and buy a lime. Thanks, Trader Vic. Certainly easier, but how does it taste? Let's figure it out. So give it a little smell test. When we smell things like wine and cocktails and beer, we don't have to do the same thing that we do with whiskeys and rums and tequilas. We can close our mouth and breathe right through our nose. Recently been using a neti pot. Anybody else using a neti pot? Started using a neti pot. It changed my life. My life has changed. The person you knew before, you don't know that guy anymore. He's gone. Smell a lot of pineapple. I'll just let me put it out there. Woo-hoo-hoo! I imagine that probably the Suntory Beam company got together with the Dole company to make this one because that is a pineapple-y drink. Now, normally Mai Tais don't have pineapple in them. We're going for the original Mai Tai. The Mai Tai, or the pineapple also smells a little fake. Uh-oh. Whoa, okay. Smells, listen, we're not going for the bouquet on these things. We're looking for a little bit of tasting. So, cheers to you guys. I can't out loud say that that's good. That would be lying if I said that was good. It is, the pineapple is everything. The pineapple is everything. I'm really having a hard time even finding the rum in there. I mean, it's there a little bit. Cruzan, the rums of Cruzan that I know are pretty distinct rums. And so maybe they didn't use the correct rums for this one. The pineapple and the rums are not going well together. Let me go back in for some orange. No, the orange is not there, turns out. It's mostly pineapple. This is very much a pineapple drink. Now, I'm right up there with Street PI. I also love a really good pineapple Mai Tai where you have grenadine in there and a little bit of lime, sometimes a little orange juice and pineapple, 2 different rums, and then a float of rum on top. I am no snob. Okay. All right. That is a lie. I'm snobby about a number of things, which is why I don't drink coffee, because I know how snobby I could get about it, so I don't do it. I also enjoy a nice 1980s Mai Tai. This is not that. This is sort of one note, very pineapple-y, does not give me the island vibe of the pineapple that I'm looking for. Would I drink more of it? Did somebody ask that? Listen, I would bring this to somebody's house. I would sneak it into somebody's house. I don't want my reputation going up because they think I'm bringing this because I like it. And if I brought it to somebody else's house that didn't know it was a Mai Tai and was looking for like a pineapple, and I would say it's closer to a pineapple and vodka than it is to a pineapple and rum. They were very interested in telling us about the what one rum can't do, 2 rums can. They kind of found 2 indistinct rums, and so it's sort of lost. It's just it. I'll be very honest, guys. It's very pineapple-y. Not my favorites. Let's go through it. Let's give it some ratings. Okay, out of taste, for the taste, it is not off-putting. It's not on-putting either. It is not a it's not, the pineapple is fake enough that I can't put this in the top 50 percentile for taste, but it doesn't make me like one of those things. So it's we're gonna give this out of taste, we're gonna give it a 5. We'll give it a 5. That's not ideal, but this is not ideal. Mai Tai-like, or Mai Tai-ness, I would have to say that this is almost nothing like a Mai Tai. So if you are looking for a Mai Tai, I would say this is not it. This does not taste at all like a Mai Tai. So that's got to go in the 3, I think. I think that's a 3 for the Mai Tai-ness. For the value, okay, value. We got 40 proof, 20%, 20% ABV. So if we're just going on alcohol volume alone, one of these will absolutely, it should get you there. I mean, this is going to be like having 4 cocktails. That'll get most people there. Some of us, I understand that some of us are professionals, and we can drink straight through some sort of surgery and we'd be just fine. But yeah, for the value, I would say it's an okay value. $11.99, not bad for 4 cocktails. That beats most bars for sure. We'll give it a 7 on value. Pretty good. And then ease of use, I had to take off that stupid top, but other than that, pour it right over ice, no shaking, no anything. I think we can give that a pretty good ease of use. It's an 8. So what is that? And what did I say for value? I'm not writing these down. I probably should just write them down. Let's just click them out. Let's do, what are we at? Cutwater. Oh, this isn't going to work. Never mind. Somebody just tell me what it is. Kyle, will you do me a favor? Will you write down the values in the little the notes or in the chat? I think it was a 3 for or a 10, 5 for taste, a 3 for Mai Tai like. It was a 7 for value. So that's 15 plus an 8. That's a 23 out of 40. It's okay. Certainly, this will not become a thing at this bar, but it is okay. It's a 5.75 average. Thank you. That's, wow. That's pretty darn good. 23. What did I say? Did I say 24? 23. 23. Thank you. So it's a 23. Not horrible. Middle of the pack. Not a Mai Tai, certainly, but wouldn't kick it out of bed. If this thing found its way into my bed, I would drink that. I would no doubt drink that. Okay. That's what I was afraid of for that one. Let's keep going in that direction with this guy. This is the Cutwater Tiki Rum Mai Tai. Cutwater Tiki Rum Mai Tai. Let's talk about Cutwater. Cutwater is from San Diego, California. They've been around since like 2018. I have a couple notes on them if you guys even want to hear what those notes are. Started in 2018 by a guy named Joseph Cherney. Joseph Cherney is their master distiller. He was actually making beer. He was a brewer, and they had one extra still that they were using to, you know, within beer making, stills are often used, and so he started making liquors. He started making really good liquors. Let me say that a different way. He started making very, let's take it the very way. He started making unique liquors. I have tried to remake this drink a couple times, and I couldn't because of how unique the rum was. I mean, it really was. Cutwater has a flavor of rum, and it really shows up in this. It's really pineapple-y. It's got like a big burst of pineapple. It was also started by a guy, the other guy, not the brewer, but a guy who sometimes just within the booze industry, there's people with funny names. There's a guy, the most regal name I've ever heard. His name is Earl Knight, which are two different English titles. Anyway, he started this with Joseph Cherney in 2018 down in San Diego. Okay, well, people are concerned that I sometimes drink in bed. Yes, that threw me. Drink in bed? Hey, you don't drink in bed? You have a drink in bed. A nightcap. Put it in your hat. Put it in your little, everybody, you know, when you're going to bed and you put on that long floppy hat that everybody sleeps in. We all know that hat that we all sleep in. I think you can't sleep without that. If you just keep a little flask at the end of that little floppy thing, drink in bed. Very simple. I have been a fan of these for a long time. Not because I think they taste the most like a Mai Tai, no, but because I think they're good. I think they are delicious, and that may be a controversial opinion, but I think they are delicious, and they are also, they will get you there. 12.5% ABV, putting it right at 25 proof. 25 proof isn't much for a drink, but if you think that the drink is 1, 2, 3, you probably get 3 drinks out of this guy. That does some heavy lifting. That does some heavy lifting. I have every once in a while looked up after my second one of these and went, uh-oh, I think I'm drunk. You know, it just sneaks up on you. So I like this thing. There was a little bias coming in to start us off with, but we're going to do the taste test anyway, and we're going to try it out. So let's get this in here. Get us a little clear ice. We said we were doing 3-ounce pours on all of these. Oh, what's up, Loriander? Good to see you. I bet he was called Baron in middle range. I think probably. That's probably about right. We're going to go ahead and pour this in. 3 ounces. So this is 1.5. And this is another 1.5. I already am starting to smell that very familiar smell that I know from the Cutwater Company. This is not my least favorite drink in the world. I'm basic. I can be a little basic. I can be very snobby, or I can be very basic. Let's give it a smell. It smells like regrets. I'll be very honest. It smells like I'm about to make a bad decision. It smells like I'm definitely going to be drinking the rest of that can tonight, and I have things to do tomorrow. This much clearer than the last one. You can see straight through this. It also does not look like a Mai Tai, but good news, doesn't smell like a Mai Tai either. So I don't know if because they just wrote tiki Mai Tai, tiki rum Mai Tai on there. I don't know what the tiki rum part is. I just don't get it. I guess on their cans they say tequila margarita though, so maybe that's what it is. They're letting you know what it is for people that don't normally drink these. Lots of pineapple, lots of sweet, very sweet overripe fruits. We talk about overripe fruit in things like Jamaican rums and whatnot. Not getting any of that type of overripe fruit. I'm getting big pineapple. Yeah, I'm getting, if it's big pineapple. I think at some point the pineapple companies and the Mai Tai companies got together in some sort of weird conclave and came out and said, we've come to a decision. So everybody shut up about it. And that's why we have so many pineapple Mai Tais. Smells fine. Here's a taste. And, you know, not to get my bartending career in trouble and all those awards that I've won taken away, but I think it's good. I really do think that this stuff is very good. It does not taste very boozy forward. However, because I know what the Cutwater rum tastes like, this tastes like rum. It tastes like Cutwater specifically rum. You know, if you were, if they replaced that rum with like an agricole, I would say, yeah, gosh, this tastes like an agricole rum. But their rum doesn't taste like a lot of other rums. I think they do a really good job there. It makes it so that you really can't use Cutwater in a lot of drinks, but the drinks that you can only use Cutwater in, you gotta use them. Yeah, it's a big pineapple. The rum is there. I've had enough of these to know that the rum is there. I've had enough of these to know that the rum is there. I feel like the last time that I got drunk, not like I did something wrong, but where I was drinking, you know, I was having a couple drinks, and then suddenly I looked up and I said, should not have had the last one. I didn't think the first two were hitting me. On that third one, I was in some trouble. I had to sit down or something. Very nice. Tastes nice. Let's go over the scores then. The scores. Go. Taste. I like the taste. The pineapple tastes like real pineapple. The rum comes through. I'm not catching a ton of sour in here. I will be very honest with you. I don't normally drink these over ice. These usually do not make it to the refrigerator. They usually sit out. I normally drink these warm. Let me give you the warm little sipperoo. Yeah. There is certainly more flavor in them if you drink them warm. And I personally think that that's a better taste. I don't like it as much with the over the ice, but we got to do so. There's got to be some sort of standard here. I feel like I got to give this. Kyle, you writing this down? I got to give this an 8 for taste. I think these are spectacular, and I have absolutely drank 3 at a time. I've never completed the once around. We call that the grand slam of these. If you can drink an entire case of these that come in at 4, then you are certainly not driving today and probably not driving tomorrow. Mai Tai like. This is not like a Mai Tai. In fact, I think that the On the Rocks is more like a Mai Tai than this is like a Mai Tai. So in that vein, I got to give this a 2. This is very different from a Mai Tai. So that's a 2. So we're at an 8 and a 2. We have, let's see. Oh, value. Okay. Value. Not bad. Really, really not bad. I mean, I would, if we're comparing these to a bar price, I think that this is probably going to be, I mean, to be very honest, I think it's probably 2 drinks. It depends on how you want to drink them. If you're drinking them like they're beers, then it's certainly 2 beers. And usually that's how we're drinking these. If you're drinking them like a cocktail, it's going to be kind of a weaker cocktail. But for one case, cases come like this. Like this. I had to buy 2 of them today because I love a deal, and they had a deal on 2. So, so now I have 7 more of these in my future. For value, I would say it's pretty good value. I got mine 2 cases for $10.50 a piece. Which puts these at just above $2.50 per can. I think that's pretty good. If 2 cans can absolutely get me there, then I think we're in a good place for that. So I think for value, is there cheaper stuff you can get? Yeah, is there cheaper stuff you can get that tastes as good as this? I don't know. I haven't found many of those. So we got to give this a. I think we got to give it a 7.5. I'm going between 7 and 8. We're doing 7.5 for the value. Not an expensive thing. Sometimes I think they're sold for like $13. I got these for $10.50. $13. Maybe we drop it to a 7. If you can get an even better price, you can go down to like $10 for a can. So they're $2.50 a piece. I think that's an easy 8. So we're right there. And then ease. This is the easiest one there is. I mean, I guess a 10 out of 10 would be them, somebody like one of the employees comes and pours it into my mouth. Then that would be a 10. So I got to give this a 9 on ease of use. It's a can, so you throw it into a bag. I personally think that putting it over ice is a waste of time. So I made this more difficult than it needed to be. You can drink it straight out of a can. If you want to, you can, of course, bottle it and then serve it in a bottle. Like, I don't know, if you want to, you can put it in the refrigerator. There we go. Okay, thank you. Kyle did the math wrong at first. No, it's a 27. Yeah, that's your math is right. No, it's a 9. It's a 9. Yeah, because I couldn't give it a 10. Yeah, so it's a 26. 26. So so far we have a winner. We have nothing so far that tastes like a. I did say 10 at first, so thank you, Kyle. We don't have anything that tastes like a Mai Tai so far. Thus, we must continue our search. Okay. This is one I'm very excited about. This next one is something I'm very excited about. Now, I had to look up the price, and the price is outrageous. But there is a chance that because it is so boozy that really all you need is one. This is from a company called Straightaway. Straightaway is coming out of Portland, Oregon. It started similar to the last ones. These were bartenders that were making a bunch of drinks. I guess they had a tasting room, or they had, I think, a tasting room for booze. It's called a bar. That's what I think it is. Anyway, they had a tasting room. They were making this stuff, and then they said, well, what if we... Hey, hold on, everybody. Everybody sit down real quick. What if we bought a canner? Well, that's how they got it. So, little cans. This is... Does it say how much is in here? It doesn't... volume. It's 100 milliliters. So, 50 mils is about 1.5 ounces. So, we're looking at about 2 ounces of a drink. So, we won't even be able to get a normal pour out of this one. The good news for this is that it did say the ingredients. The ingredients back here are rum, orange liqueur, lime juice, and orgeat. That's what's in a Mai Tai. If they really are making these so that they are canning like an actual Mai Tai, I think that would be really nice. The problem with this one is in order to get it to your house, unless you are in Portland, I don't know what the prices there are, for 4 of these, it is $25. So, yeah, about 100 milliliters is 3.2 ounces. Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's an ounce and a half. Ounce and a half, ounce and a half. So we're good. Phew, I was nervous. I did my math wrong. $25 for 4 of these. So that puts it at about $8 a can. 4 times $6 a can. Don't worry about my math tonight. I'm already deep into my Mai Tais. It puts about $6 per serving. Now, if you think about it versus a bar, that's fine. But in a bar, you have the atmosphere. In the bar, you have somebody pouring it for you. In the bar, you get to watch the show. Maybe talk to people. Maybe definitely not talk to people. So you are missing a little bit of atmosphere when you are drinking one of these at your house. So $6 is fine, but it's rough. I used to whenever I complain, because I love to go to the I used to love to go to baseball games, the Diamondbacks specifically. I think that Amy Beer mentioned that she got caught in a haboob at a Diamondbacks game. Yeah. Anyway, when you complain about the prices of beer at a baseball game, you got to think, if you were at a bar and somebody said, here's a $7 beer for $8 more, I can remove this wall and a baseball field will be there, I would say yes, I would take that. Obviously I've already paid to get in the baseball game, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But this right here is a very small amount of liquor for kind of a lot. For a home, for something you got to do yourself. It's kind of a lot of money. So we'll see. But it's right now, this should be the most Mai Tai like. The last 2 drinks have gotten a 2 and a 3. Let's see. I'm going to pour this guy in. Okay, now this looks like a Mai Tai. That's that cloudiness I'm looking for. It's got a little white to it, which of course comes from the orgeat. It's super cloudy. I just smelled the can. I'm a little nervous because it smells a lot like a lot of lime. And that is a problem when you can things. Anytime you put that pressure in that can, a lot of times the lime will leach off of the metal. I'll give you a little bit of extra lime flavor. Or else, just as lime sits, even if it's sitting in a can, even if there's not a lot of extra oxidation in there, it's going to oxidize a little bit, and you can run into some funky lime juice, which is why I think the other 2 drinks don't have any lime. I think they knew a little bit better. Let me say hello to Shane Salk. Have you ever thought about Cush getting a green shirt and making it look like he's just a floating head? This is all very real stuff. This is... I think Shane's, you've been to my house. $30 for double bourbon and diet at the D-backs game. So yeah, okay. Well, if we're doing it with baseball stadium prices, then this is an absolute steal. Also, not to talking about steal, you probably could sneak these ones into a lot of places like you couldn't with other ones. So it's give this a little stir here. This one should be the most Mai Tai-y. Let's see what we got. I'll give it the old nose test. A lot of lime, but that's fine. We haven't had lime in the other ones, so it does. I can smell the orgeat a little bit. Doesn't say what type of rum they use. They don't mention specifically that they're splitting their rum base. So I don't know. Let's taste. Ooh. Oh. That's a weird one. That's bizarre. At first, it's a lot of lime. After that, it after that the clearly whatever they're using for orgeat kicks in. You get sort of that marzipan flavor. It's bizarre because it sort of coats, which is, I suppose, what orgeat would do. The reason you don't see a lot of great RTDs is because it's very difficult to have flavors. These aren't soups, you know, a soup or like a lasagna. Lasagna is always better the next day because all those flavors like mash together, starts to find little harmonies and, you know, does the little dance and hangs out. That's not the case with most liquors. Especially most like limes and that kind of thing. They start to bring out bad parts of each other. This is certainly not bad. I'm going back in for a couple more sips. Oh, did I mention that this is 40 proof? So it's 20% alcohol. So it's right up there. Sorry, this is 50 proof, 25% alcohol. Gosh, it's time release. You taste the lime for completely the lime first, and then you're left with all that orgeat. I'll be very honest, guys. It tastes like a Mai Tai. Does it rival a freshly made Mai Tai? It doesn't. Freshly made with the lime and the, you know, homemade orgeat and that kind of thing. Is it there? No. But what can you expect? It's in a can. It's real close. A little too limey for me, but after you get over the lime, you find your way into Mai Taiville, and that's fine by me. Okay, let's rate this guy. Bring up our little sheet. Okay, taste. The taste is odd. The ability for the lime to show up and then the orgeat to show up as opposed to it all showing up at one time is a little off-putting, but it certainly doesn't taste fake. It feels like, unfortunately, they did use real lime. Normally you would say, fortunately, they use good lime, but real lime. But for this one, I think the lime sort of oxidates when it sits in there. So I'm going to give this a 7 on the flavor. It certainly isn't as pineapple-y as this one, fake pineapple-y. That's getting worse. Certainly doesn't have any of that, but it also is doesn't jump out and say, this is freaking delicious, you got to have more. I mean, I will let this other can sit here for a while. Crack it open in an emergency. Or as Tom thinks, for camping. Well, Mai Tai camping. This would be a perfect camping Mai Tai. No doubt about it. Yeah, fine. Mai Tai like. This is very similar to a Mai Tai. Now, if it came out and it tasted just like a fresh made Mai Tai, that's a 10. This is very similar to a Mai Tai. I'm going to give this an 8.5. I have a feeling, because it looks like they're using real lime, that different batches of lime will give you different flavors. So I assume that some of their lime is going to be fine, and some of their lime is going to be a little off, depending on what time of year they're getting their lime, et cetera, et cetera. So that's where that 8.5 comes in. So pretty good. Now, value. I just drank about $3 worth of this thing. It's not easy to get. I haven't found these sort of sitting in a store anywhere around me yet. These I had to have these sent to me by my good friend Bon Bon. So you got to think about like time wasted even getting them. One of these is going to be it for the night. They're 25% ABV. They don't really taste like they are like they're big booze bombs. I'm sure they are. But one of those is not going to get me anywhere near where I need to be. You figure these So 2 of these right here would be the same ABV, because this is 12 and a half and this is 25. I don't know. This is certainly much cheaper than 2 of those. I got to give it a 4 on value. Yeah, 4 on value. It's not crazy expensive. 4 on value, and then we will give it a for ease. Crack the can open, drink it straight out of there. Throw it into any bag you want. I gotta say that's a. What did I give the last one for ease? Did I give it a? I give it a 9 for ease. That sounds insane. 9.5. I don't know. Oh, sorry. I'm reading Loriander's numbers. So I got to go back to Kyle's numbers. I gave the last one a 9 for ease. I mean, I got to give this one a 9 for ease too. It's about as easy as it gets without somebody pouring it into my face. It's in a can. It's in a much smaller can, literally fitted into my pocket. So that's a good ease, which does make me believe that this one has a pretty high score. Yeah, 28.5. Yeah, 28.5. So far, the only problem with this one really is the value. I know that sometimes with value, you know, with things being more expensive, obviously you're going to get you're going to get better ingredients, but it's more expensive. You can only have 1 of 3 columns. Paul Bell Amaro says, I've only tasted a few canned or bottled cocktails. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like a lie. And they've all tasted odd. Maybe they use cheap ingredients or booze. No, I don't think that's the case, Paul. In fact, I think what happens is most people don't understand what it is to, they make a great drink. They put it in front of you. You drink it. You say, that's great. And then they pour it into a bottle and can it, or they pour it into a can and bottle it. I don't understand the process there. But the problem with it is time is the master of us all. I mean, eventually time will win. You let these things sit in places for a while, they're going to get messed up. Now, another thing, like with something like this, which clearly has not a lot of carbonation, but a little carbonation, we forget that carbonic acid, I believe Richie the Whiff has taught me about, also has a flavor. And it's a pretty bitter flavor. So when you start to put stuff into bottles, it will react with that carbonic acid, which will bring out more bitterness, which will give it that bottled taste. With something like this, I have to say, Paul, they were going for longevity, and thus probably used more products that would last longer versus products that would taste better, and that's where you get some of that flavors. Yeah, it's tough. I'm about to go on an RTD journey, I believe, in this year. So we will. I have to learn about this stuff. So that's one of the reasons we're doing this here. Sounded like you rated the taste too high. The way you explained it. Yeah. So Lorianne, what did I give the taste? I forget what I gave the taste. Kyle, did you write that down for me? 7. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a. I might have rated the taste a touch too high, but I feel like I might have rated this one a little too high too. This one, I guess I don't. If I show you what's going in there, this one a little too high too. Yeah, the taste is fine. It's I would drink more than one of them certainly, and so then I have to sort of come to terms with how yeah, I guess it's all in I'm just comparing these against each other. This is certainly 2 points higher than that, but not as good, I don't think, as the rum tiki mai tai. Okay, that's what we got there. So chemical reaction happening between ingredients. Yes, that's usually what it is, Paul. It's usually a chemical reaction that's happening between things. Okay, I did not understand this one. But I wanted to include it anyway because, of course, Trader Vic is credited with creating the Mai Tai. This is Mai Tai concentrate. I had assumed that this was a bottled Mai Tai. It is not. So this is going to be only the orange and the... I don't. So then when I realized that I had to put my own rums in here, I thought, okay, that's fine. It's probably going to be the lime, some of that rock sugar syrup, and a little bit of orgeat. It turns out you also need a lime. And so moments before the show, I was rushing out to the store to buy a lime for this thing. I don't even know why they put this thing on here. The top comes right off. Oh, wow. This is made by the Trader Vic's company. This is more or less sugar, almonds, and orange. And unfortunately, you have to make it yourself. So the ease of use goes right out the window. This one can't probably win at all. Let's make it. We need 3/4 of an ounce of Trader Vic's Mai Tai concentrate. Now that's pretty good. We only need 3/4 of an ounce of this stuff. We're gonna pour this. Oh my gosh, it glugs. 3/4 of an ounce right there. Wow. That is still glugging. Yeesh. Okay, then we need 1 lime. We need the juice of 1 lime is what it says. That is a tough way to put it because, of course, limes have different juice values in them. Slice this guy up. Boom. Slide you back in. Perfect. We're going to squeeze, and because we happen to know the Trader Vic way, gosh darn it, limes are too big for our squeezer, so we have to bring out a whole new squeezer. There we go. Give this a squeeze, and then we're going to drop the limes in here. So put this here, squeeze the lime, drop the lime. Says the juice of 1 lime, so that we're following directions. We're gonna hit that right there. Drop that there. Excellent. Now, Trader Vic calls for, what did I do with it? Right there. He calls for 1 ounce of Trader Vic's dark rum. We do not carry that on principle. And 1 ounce of Trader Vic's gold rum. On principle, we do not carry that. So thus, we have to find a blend of rums. I went back and forth on which rums I should blend, and then a bunch of people said the way they like to do it is they do the Hamilton's New York blend. I don't have that blend, but I do have the Navy Grog blend, and I feel like these are pretty similar. So we're going to go ahead and hit this with 2 ounces of a blend of rums. Glug, 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 glug. Now, obviously, we're going to have to spend a little bit more money getting out this ice. And then a little bit more money on more ice when we pour this in. So we'll drop a little ice in here. And then we will shake. The ease of use is going right out the window. This is no longer even an easy cocktail. This is certainly not a canned cocktail, a bottled cocktail. This takes out 2 steps, maybe 3, depending on how sweet you want your Mai Tai to be. It really just takes out a couple steps, but can it go big on Mai Tai-ness and flavor? I have a feeling that it will. Let's go ahead and pour in 1 more ice cube. We want to give everybody an ice cube. Let's drop it in. We want that money shot. There we go. Gotta get one of these. Yes, that's exactly right. The UF mark. This is an NRTD, a not ready to drink. What's up, Cyrus? Good to see you, pal. Always a pleasure, my friend. Oh,
Tiki tiki taka taka ta tiki tiki nueve ratatata.
There we go. Pour this out. I'll be honest. You know I don't love giving Trader Vic his props. This looks the most like a Mai Tai. Certainly looks the most like a Mai Tai. It has all of the flavor, or it has all the colors in there. It even has a little bit of orange, like a real orange curaçao would, versus this, which is just cloudy for the orgeat, but doesn't have that like orange tint to it. Now, obviously, you can get that from a few different things, but I would assume that they're using an actual orange curaçao for this. Either way, let's see. Okay. Now, this smells like a Mai Tai. I mean, a lot of lime juice. I'll be really honest with you. I bought some monster limes for this. But certainly smells like a Mai Tai. I can smell the rums in there. Yeah. Yep. Even with me messing around with the size of the lime, I probably in the future would only put in 1/2 of a monster lime or all of one regular lime. This is the most Mai Tai that there is. I would wager a guess and say that this is exactly what a Mai Tai would taste like. So I do think we will probably get our first 10 today. I over-limed it because I bought bigger limes, but I think it's right there. So taste. Tastes like a tiki drink. I mean, it really tastes pretty nice. It doesn't exceed it's not the same. So like, I love my orgeat. This does not beat my orgeat, even though I know that my orgeat is something that I just happen to like. You know, I like my orgeat, so I like my orgeat. It's circular logic there. They use a different orgeat. I will give it an 8 on taste. I think that they didn't idiot-proof this thing because they said the juice of one lime. Let me just make sure they definitely said that. Yeah, juice of whole lime. It's too much lime juice, and it tastes like an old Mai Tai. It just tastes like an old-fashioned Mai Tai. People didn't really take care of it. We're giving this an 8 for taste. Mai Tai-ness. It tastes just like I would expect that this Mai Tai would come to me at a bar. So I'll give this a 9.5 on Mai Tai-ness. Value, not worth it. For this, I have all the things that I make, and I can make them cheap. I think you can get this for about $10. You can get the Mai Tai Trader Vic's Mai Tai mix for about $10. I've seen as high as 15, as low as 7, but most recently on their website, it is $7. Now, this will last you for forever, as long as you're drinking Mai Tais every day. I mean, it'll last you for a long time if you're drinking Mai Tais every day, but it is also a sugar substance, and it is going to go bad eventually, and it'll definitely go bad before I make enough Mai Tais with it to last. So if you are making Mai Tais for a party, it's a great situation, but for me, not great. Plus, I have to use my own rum, and I have to use my own limes, which are expensive. So for value, we're going to give that right down the middle at a 5. Ease of use is, it is, as far as canned cocktails are going, it's easier than making a Mai Tai, certainly. It's a couple less steps. But for ease of use, we're going to give it a 3. Mostly because I'm a little mad that I had to run and get a lime right before the show started because I didn't realize that it didn't come with lime in it. Makes the Mai Tai better. It doesn't make it any easier. So Kyle, throw up those numbers for me and we will give this a final thing. 25.5. Kyle, do you have all the numbers? Can you give me a quick rundown of all the numbers so we can do this? In the meanwhile, since we've hit an hour now, I thought I would do this show in about 22 minutes. Turns out I cannot stop talking. Let's see. I have a bottle. Oh, I have a bottle right here. This right here, Tiki Tom, is your bottle. Now, obviously, normally we will buy the Myers bottles in big bottles, and we will continue to do so, but I couldn't fit a big bottle up here, and I want to, if you're going to have your name somewhere, I don't want your name down here all the time. I want your name up here. So, Tiki Tom, I believe we settled on Mr. and Mrs. Tiki Tom for the name on the bottle. Get a big old piece of tape for that. Put this right here. I had a choice between the glass one and the plastic one, and because it's Myers, I went the plastic one. Famously a plastic bottle. That's what we like in here. So let's see if we can fit all this on here. Mr. R and M R S Tiki I Tom. There we go. Whoa. I got it. There we go. Mr. and Mrs. Tiki Tom, thank you guys so much for being patrons of the show. This is your bottle of Myers. We will be pouring from this bottle of Tiki Tom. Yes, thank you. Less likely to break. I literally just dropped it. So honestly, what am I? Oh, am I seeing the future? What am I, Karnak? This is insane. There we go. Mr. and Mrs. Tiki Tom. You guys are going right up here. Let's put you right. The apostle hasn't been here for a while. We'll move him back here. There we go, Mr. and Mrs. Tiki Tom. You have a spot at the table right there. You can always see Mr. and Mrs. Tiki Tom. Thank you. Hey, Kyle, got here just for the naming. Whew, nailed it. Congrats to Mr. and Mrs. Tiki Tom. Congratulations to all of you. We have one more person to name, and then we will go. We'll go to the next one. Oh, here we go. We have the results. The Cruzan. This guy got a 23 out of a possible 40. This was our worst performer tonight. Next coming in, mostly because it's joined a race that it probably could not win. This is the Trader Vic's Mai Tai concentrate. Certainly makes a very real tasting Mai Tai, but certainly it's more difficult. If you're looking for an easy Mai Tai, you can't put that in your pocket and sneak it into a Diamondbacks game. That's for sure. In second place, we have my favorite, which is Cutwater Rum Tiki Mai Tai. I love it mostly because of the value and because of the memories, and also the things I've forgotten while drinking that. And then in first place, we have this one. It certainly tasted the most like an actual Mai Tai. So if you are a Mai Tai snob, and we're allowed to be little Mai Tai snobs, this is good. The problem with it is it is expensive, and it is tough to get your little hands on. So congratulations to all of our participants tonight. We have one more bottle to name. Is Mr. Husband around somewhere? Does he have a bottle that he wants, or he can think about it, and we will rename it on. We'll name it on Tuesday. Let me see if I have any fun bottles here that I think would be fun to have ready to go. Obviously, there's the Lemon Heart 151. That's a fun bottle to have. I have, if you would like, I have the Absinthe bottle that has not been named. I also, because Amy Beer now is on our Angostura bottle, but I also have this little guy right there. I have all kinds of fun little those bottles. Let's see, what else do we have up here that we can name? You can name the Saline bottle if you'd like. I wouldn't do that. Let's see. Anything else really fun? Oh, you know what a good one is? I feel like this one goes underrepresented sometimes, but it's something that I always have. The OFTD bottle does not have a name on it. The old-fashioned original dark old-fashioned traditional dark OFTD. Either way, Michael, no rush on that. You let me know if you have a bottle that you'd like, or if you would like me to, like I did for Tiki Tom, go out and buy a bottle that we use all the time, like this guy, and make our put your name on there. So, Lemon Heart. I think that means that I'm probably going to put Stephanie Husband on this one. Are we changing the whole thing? Let's take this off. Name these real quick. Not the most exciting show of all time, but certainly had its moments. Put that there. Lemon Heart, an absolute classic to get on here. Right there. Lemon Heart, a real fun one. That's a real that's a real tiki thing to do, is put it on the 150, the Lemon Heart 151, the classic Lemon Heart 151. Okay, so this is, I guess I'm going to put Michael Husband. With that, I think let's start with renaming Stephanie Husbands. I got the smallest piece of tape on here. One of my big fears in life is that I run out of space to write. Stephanie, S-T-E-P-H-E-N-I-E, husband. Oh, I've run out of space. H-U-S-B-A-N-D. Stephanie Husband. Nailed it. And then I guess Michael. M-I-C-H-A-E-L. Is it M-I-C-H-A-E-L? Husband. H-U-S-B-A-N-D. On the 151. Thank you so much for that. Both of the husbands, winners of the 2024 Cush Tucky Derby. Let's see, who do we got? Well, we're just going to have to make more room. We're put this guy right here. There we go. You guys are right here. Oh, well, I'll put you guys next to each other. There you go. And you guys are the husbands, right next to each other. There we go. Better handwriting buzz than Tiki Tom has sober. That is a really funny, I've never once ever been told that I have very nice handwriting. I just recently got my very first fountain pen. And so I have been, and I'm not kidding you about this, I'm 42 years old. I'm 42? I forget how old I am. I've been practicing my handwriting. So I have been doing drills. I have, I wouldn't lie to you guys. I have been doing little drills. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys. In my book, even though it got less numbers, I still am going to go with the rum tiki Mai Tai at all times because it's very simple to get. But this was our winner tonight, the Straightaway Mai Tai. If they would like to send me more, then I will change my vote. Obviously, I can be bought very simply. So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for joining here at Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. We will be back here on Tuesday to do more drink stuff. Thank you guys as always. And what do we always say?
Goodbye.
Of course we always say that. And then one for Cyrus.
Tiki 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 taka taka ta tiki tiki nueve
He
rakakakata.
likes this one too. Oh wait, he likes this one too. Yippee! There we go. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
This is the way we talk in Tucson, Arizona.
Goodbye.